If you keep getting close to what you want, but somehow ending up, pulling yourself away from it, you are, self-sabotaging. And self-sabotage is not always obvious. It doesn't always look like, no, you are not supporting yourself. Sometimes, no, it looks like, procrastinating, even when actually, something matters to you. Sometimes it looks like, no, as though you're overthinking until that opportunity passes by. Sometimes, no, it looks like, no, you're choosing what feels familiar to you instead of what actually helps you. And psychologically, this happens for a reason. Your brain is not trying to harm you, it is trying to, protect you. So anything which is unfamiliar to you or your brain, even if it is good for you, you feel unsafe at first. And not just in your mind, your body also responds to this, because your body holds memories. It remembers what feels familiar and what doesn't. So when something new shows up, your system interprets, and it comes as a discomfort or unsafe, or it comes as something or the other reasons or an excuse. And when you feel that, you naturally pull back. Now, back to what feels known to you, even if it limits you, even if it drains you, even if you already know what is good for you. And when this repeats over a time, that's when you feel stuck. You want to change, but you also resist at the same time. That inner conflict will put you under more self sabotaging patterns or some other negative patterns. And when we become more hard on ourselves, when we try to change, ourselves, and but being hard on yourself creates more resistance inside you. So instead of forcing big changes, starts with a small baby steps, by breaking things into, simple actions, so your system doesn't feel overwhelmed. And write them down as a, today I will be doing this, today I will do that. No, not as a typical to-do list, because your brain doesn't need pressure, it needs safety. And when we train our brain to get familiar with the tasks, which we wanted to, do it, and when you start, writing like this, your system now works for you instead of against it, and that's when the real change begins.